All right, YouTube family, it's finally become time. I'm going to show you the drawer, which I've been keeping from you for a long time. Look at that mess. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull everything out. We are going to declutter and reorganize. So come along. One masher. So here's my take on these beautiful deep RV drawers that I have. They're a blessing and a curse because you certainly can throw a lot in there, but then I start throwing, oh my goodness, throwing it in there, and then I keep throwing it and adding, and I don't need all this stuff. Look at it. Look what I found. Look what I found. I found another ramekin. I thought I only had 4. I guess I have 5. Maybe there's a 6th one hiding around here somewhere. Let's find out. All right. Look at all that fit in this one drawer. And then, so here's the... And we'll clean it out, and we'll start putting things back. Ha! I think the best thing that happened about this little endeavor is I went to wipe it out. There's really not that much crumbs or anything in there. So I've been doing a pretty good job keeping it clean. Yay me. But I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with all of this. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of my rings and lids in this little baggie, and I'll store it someplace else. It really did get out of hand, I'm telling you. And again, I will save the lids for jars that I use for storage, but not for recanning, even though. So here, talking about not having crumbs, this is the one that caught all the crumbs, as you can see. But let's just clean it out. When I the first idea for this was to keep things that are in it that are sharp. That way they're not, you know, you're not going to be grabbing things. But I don't have a ton of sharp things. I do have this bread knife, which I just replaced because I've had it for about 40 years. I'll keep it there for now. Knife sharpener. Then here's my Kitchen Mama. Talked about that a couple times. Love it. Garlic prep. We don't have ice cream very often, so I have a different place for these. Sharp tongs. Flamethrowers, and then my other flamethrower that goes in the back here. In a perfect world, we'll go back here. Grater. There's a mini grater. This is for it's probably a little bit of overkill. Use it for when I do nutmeg and things like that. And then I did get a new, of course you have to have your lemon squeezer. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so these are the items I have to decide what I'm going to do with. If you've seen my unboxing video, and I will post it here, it's from a very long time ago. But it had the spurtles that I purchased. Now I love the spurtles that I have. I see this one got put away dirty, but I love the spirtles that I use every day, but I don't care for this thick one. So I think I'm going to either, I'm going to re-gift those to somebody. This one is an old Pampered Chef. It really doesn't look so good, so I'm actually going to throw this one away. One thing. I took some of my wooden spoons out of the container that's next to my stove. So I'll show you here because it got a little bit full. I really don't like to have too much in there if I'm not going to use it. And so I took them out, but I really do enjoy using these on occasion. So I got to decide what I want to do with these. I think I'll keep this small one because you can see how the difference in thickness is. These thinner ones are much easier to use. So see if anybody wants those. And this I will probably save, but I'm not going to keep it. I will keep this and I'll find a place for it. So let's take a look at the drawer. Much more manageable. I have just what I need in there. Now, my philosophy is, yes, I've cleaned out, I put a lot of things, I really didn't get rid of anything. I reorganized, put a few things where they belong in the first place, and they weren't supposed to be in this drawer. But one of the things that I do recommend is that when you're getting rid of things, if you're really not sure, that you put them aside for somewhere where you can remember they are and they're not in the way for a determined amount of time. And then when you know that you have not gone back to it, then you'll know in your brain that it's safe to get rid of it without regrets. Okay, because I always hate having regrets, going, oh man, I should have. So I think it looks good. Tell me what you think. What would you have gotten rid of, or what would you have done with the spirtles? I think we did some really quick wins here, and I'm really happy with the way the drawer turns out. Now let me get these put away. Okay, next we have the baking drawer. Baking items only. I will pull it all out and we'll see what we have and what really probably isn't necessary. Things that I like because they're cute, but I really don't need. So let's get to that.
All right.
And again, a fairly clean drawer. Lucky. It's been a while since I've done this, and don't have a little bit of wiping out, but no bugs or anything like that, which is always a plus. Now, I don't know if I told you, but in my video about the under the sink, we did have that rat that one time, and yes, he did get in these drawers. So good for me to get in here and go, there is nothing, there's no vermin, signs of vermin, so that's a good thing. Okay, things to get rid of. I love these little joy things. I just don't think I'm going to use it. I haven't used it yet, but it was so cool. So that's, and then this too. Oh, tell me what I can use this for so I can keep it. Okay, show of hands. How many of you still use your old Tupperware measuring cups? I have probably had these 30, 40 years. Very, very long time. Alright, so that's what it's going to start with. I always just slide this in the side. other down. Pastry blender can go in the back. This I'm gonna get rid of. It's very cute. It's a little strawberry strainer, but you know what? I bought it because it's cute. Cute doesn't get used. With those things, there's a side. This is for straining tuna fish, which I don't have very often. I did buy it specifically, so we'll see. And I've always need a funnel for different things. And as far as I don't have too many of these. Just what I need. Cups go in there. And since I just got this, and I won't use it all the time, only when making bread, so I'll put it down in here next to my, and I don't use my little hand mixer very often. I have it put up in another box, so I really don't put those in the drawer. So the only ones I'm going to keep out are my dog bones. And actually, no, I'll put them away. Decisions. Well, actually looks better though. Okay, let's see what this third drawer looks like. And it's not pretty. I mean, I just try to get all this stuff in here and it's just really not working out very well for me. I have a lot of towels and I use a lot of kitchen towels because when I'm baking, you know, I have to cover up the dough and all of this stuff. So really this is not the best use at the moment. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do about it. But let's take out all the towels and see what's left. Ideally, I would have just one side all the way for towels. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have room. I need to just rethink what I'm doing here. Doggone it. That's got to go in the garbage. All right, let's take this out. Nice little bin. Rice paddle, I do not use. Oh, there's a thermometer. Haven't used that in a long time. That goes to the bottom of a bowl. Chopsticks. I think those would fit in the other one. So let's see. Just maybe I just have too much. I bet all those towels would fit in there without that. Sorry, it's a little loud. Without this, without the wooden one. So I'm kind of in the middle of doing dishes and cooking dinner. But these are items that I need for on occasion, but I don't need. All right, let's put this over here. Things that I need on occasion, but I don't need all the time. But I still have to have, like when I make jam, I need that. This actually is an ice cream scoop, and I do have two. However, this one I use for when I make jumbo cookies. So I like to keep that. Of course, there's the pizza cutter. You need it on occasion. Have to have a baster. Now, here's a big spoon. I forget that it's in here. Haven't used it in a really long time. Think about that. Oh, this needs to go in the other drawer. It doesn't belong here. And then I have a myriad of straws, which they don't really take up very much room. So I think I'm going to keep those. And this was from Ollie's birthday last year. You know what? He's not going to be 55 this year, so there you go. And now I have an empty container. Let's see if we can make this work. Look at that. Wonderful. And that's not going to be in the way, so we'll just leave it there. I think it might work. We'll come back. And there you have it. I've folded them all. Keep my hot pads there. I think that'll work. I could probably reorganize it a little bit, but at this point I'm going to call it just a win for the day. So here we go. I'll show you again what they look like. Next up, next time we'll do those 3 drawers and maybe that one too.